Okay, we have a module now on data quality. Nothing we do has any meaning if the data is not quality data. There is no such thing as too much attention to detail when it comes to data quality. The key elements in data quality are going to come down to accessibility, timeliness, completeness, relevance, accuracy, validity, consistency, and integrity. As you go through this module, you're going to learn about these concepts in great detail. You need to be successful in this field, you need to be really clear on what data quality is and how to assure data quality, how to do reviews, and how to compare data sets for their validity, for their timeliness, and for their accuracy. Having a good data analyst on board is a key factor in success. If you're not the type of person who really likes detail, this particular section will probably push you over the edge because it is all about detail. It's about looking at a piece of information, breaking that information down into pieces of data, and then evaluating that data by these standards that I just mentioned. The readings that are available in this module, I think, do a really good job of giving a basic understanding of this particular element of health information. Data quality is where the standards really come into play. My data needs to mean what your data means, and that is part of data quality as well. If we're not using the same definitions for our data across the system, interoperability becomes meaningless because what I'm sending doesn't mean what you're sending. We can write rules about it's got to be characters, it's got to be numeric, it's got to be this long, that long, short. It's, we can put a lot of validators on our data, but the data definition is going to be highly important and really is the crux of whether it's meaningful or not. I would encourage you to really look hard at some data sets that perhaps you are familiar with and take a new look at those as part of your learning to how you're going to look at this new data set, or what may be a new data set for you, healthcare information. Another thing that plays into this is it's going to be difficult for you if you're ever going to do actual data analysis and actually look at data quality. It's going to be difficult for you in healthcare if you don't have at least a basic understanding of medical terminology and medical definitions. I'm not saying you need to understand every little detail and every possible piece of terminology that exists in healthcare. You're going to have to go to medical school for that. And if you do that, you're still going to need a stack of reference books to know this. But in general, it's highly beneficial if you understand the basic concepts of medical practice and the basic concepts or definitions of medical words and procedures, etc. Otherwise, data quality could be tough for you. If you don't know what you're looking at, it's hard to tell if it's what it's supposed to be. But again, that being said, you can only learn so much, and you can only retain so much about medical procedures, practice, terminologies, diagnoses, without making that your full-time profession. I encourage you to get that basic understanding, and you might want to have a reference manual on hand And you also want to look at any data definitions that have been provided by whatever software you're working with or whatever vendor perhaps created your system.